Well, I think we're all well aware that the COVID-19 pandemic triggered, well, basically a collective sense of threat for all of us. We had repeated lockdowns, new ways of working, homeschooling, economic destabilisation. That's not to mention the risk to our health, particularly for, well, people like myself who have got a serious underlying health condition. And we know from studies that the legacy of the pandemic has increased post-traumatic stress, especially for key workers. It's contributed to moral injury, burnout, compromised resilience. And then especially there are other studies that have shown that people with underlying health conditions and people who had COVID and who now have long COVID in particular have really been impacted. So yeah, I think that generally speaking, we're all feeling less safe. And that's a collective thing as well. And because it's kind of relational, then you kind of, where do you go for that support? The other thing with COVID was it prevented us from accessing our usual, many of our usual ways to, I suppose, emotionally regulate ourselves, because we didn't have that social support, particularly for people in the shielding group or with underlying health conditions. So there was real barriers to the usual coping outlets as well. So it was the kind of, real kind of catch-22, because not only or there's all these extra risk factors or protective factors were very much reduced.